of you here, you're doing jobs that you don't like. You hate child abuse. How can he lay his hand? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adanna and I'm filming from Tbilisi, Georgia. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new, thank you so much for tuning in again. Please, if you haven't subscribed, click on that subscribe button, I beg you. And also click on the notification bell so that you'll be able to receive my videos whenever I post them and you'll be the first to watch. So with that being said, there is this video, just like the title says. I'm going to be reacting to the sensational video that has been up on social media, up on everyone's feed, and everyone has been talking about it, and I would just like to give my own 2 cents and what I think about this. I'm also going to be addressing like some kind of observations I've noticed on social media, and I just feel I should say it. So with that being said, let us dive right in. Okay, so I'm just going to play a very short clip of it. If you haven't seen that video, you can just type on YouTube or on Instagram. If they haven't taken it out, just type son that got beaten by his father for getting low grades or something in that line, and you can watch it. I'm not going to put up the whole video here today. So first of all, what do I have to say to that? Honestly, whoever that recorded that video, whoever that put it out, is the real traitor here. Is the real person that everyone should be mad at. Like, how can you take your family matter, how can you take your family's business out there in the open? What would she gain, or what would whoever it is gain? I don't know if that is his mother, I don't know if it's his auntie or his stepmom. I don't want to conclude, but if she's the one that put out that video, what is her aim? Is she trying to vilify the man and make herself look like the saint or the angel? Or what is she trying to do? Like, if you guys are married, are you supposed to be acting apart, or are you supposed to be acting as one unit? That is betrayal on one part, and that is showing no sense of responsibility or care or even love towards your child, because putting out a video of your child in his most vulnerable state, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like people put out so much on social media these days that they don't know when to stop, and they don't know where the line is supposed to be drawn. So for me, the woman is the whole villain in this whole case. So that was my first impression. Like, that was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that video. And secondly, the second feeling I got while watching that video was just the frustration that was in that man's voice, the frustration that was in his eyes. And honestly, I felt bad for him. I also felt bad for the boy, in the sense that this whole thing was put out on social media. And with that being said, I want to say that we're all human beings. Like, we really do not know how we're going to react in certain situations. I'm not trying to justify unacceptable ways of showing your anger or anything, but there is no one person that wouldn't say that they haven't reacted in a wrong way when they're angry before, and probably gone back to apologize. And that brings me to my next point. We are all just making assumptions. A lot of people are saying this is child abuse. How can he lay his hands on his son? Is that there is nothing that can justify him hitting his son that way? And how can you force a child to do what he doesn't want to do? If he doesn't want to go to school, why not just try and find out what he loves doing and do it for him? Before all of you bring out your crosses and your hammer to crucify this person, we cannot make conclusions. Like I said, what if he had some kind of discussion with him? We don't know that child's personality. We don't know his history with his family. We don't know if he's the type that just doesn't care, if he's the type that is stubborn, or if we don't know. We really do not know anything. Again, we cannot make assumptions, because let's say this man acted out of anger, and probably few minutes later he called his son and truly apologized to him and expressed how he felt and explained why he reacted the way he reacted and pleaded for him to forgive him, and then they had a proper conversation and discussion. We don't know if that happened. We don't know if this is even the first time he's even laying his hands on his son, because honestly, I'm speaking from experience, my dad hardly lays his finger on anyone. If at all there's anyone that does it, is my mom. If she gives you a slap, your brain will reset and you'll come back to normal. My dad is just the calm one that, once in a while, that's when you see him raise his voice, or he hardly lays his hand. So imagine if he was the one in that situation, and then the first day he laid his hand because someone did something really bad, and then someone put that thing out on social media. This is going to be people's reaction, right? But then they don't know what has been going on behind the scenes. So that's another point of view where I'm coming from. Again, I noticed, the guy called his son a swine and called him this and called him that. I'm not an advocate of, calling names or name callings and all of that, because I know what words do to me. I'm very sensitive with words. That is why I'm very careful when I'm talking to someone. When I'm angry, I'd rather sit and cry out all my frustration and all my anger, and I'd rather be quiet for even a whole day before coming down and processing everything that has happened before coming out to talk to someone. So I know how words can really hurt, and God help me, I'm not planning to use any kind of negative words on my own children. So I'm actually not in support of that. And another thing I want to say is that a lot of people were saying, how can you spend such amount of money if you know he's not good enough, or if he's not good with academics, why would you spend such amount of money on him to send him to such kind of schools? Look, if I have the money to send my child to the best schools, I'm going to do it. Even people that don't have up to that amount but can spare or squeeze themselves dry to send their children to certain kinds of schools, they do it. Those that are able to do it, they do it, and they deprive themselves of some things. School is not just about going to learn and come out. There is more to that. Interaction, the networking, the people you get to meet. Especially secondary school is a place where you meet sometimes your long life friends that you have for the rest of your life, and you build relationships that are actually meaningful. So I'm not going to blame him because if I have that money, I'm going to send my kids to those kind of schools, period. And as long as they are teaching and they're giving them the best, obviously I'm going to do that. And this guy is still in secondary school. So it's not like the parents or the father was forcing him to study medicine, or forcing him to study law or do a course that they don't. This is like a basic education. Come on. Have we not done things that we know that we didn't like we just hated it, but we had to do it because of what? We needed to do it. We had to get those things done. Many of you here, you're doing jobs that you don't like. You hate it. But why haven't you left? If you leave, you're going to die of hunger. Even if you have other passions and things that you're chasing after, those things haven't grown yet. They haven't been built yet. So you're using this as a means to survive while you build on the other thing. You're not doing it because you love it, but you're doing it because you have to do it. At least the basic education is the least you can expect from someone. The man was not asking for 100 out of 100. Was just pass. Even some of us that even vilifying this man, your parents were beating you because you did not come first, not even third. You had third and they were beating you because it wasn't first you had. And then you people are lashing out on a man that spent $21,000 and his son came back with results where he was absent from school. I still don't get it. So yeah, where is the place for discipline? Like, can't this man discipline his son? And in fact, a lot of people that are even talking, their parents have beaten them for way less things than this. Like, have used rod, belt, even whatever, hammer, and even given like with marks all over. The man was just spanking the boy on the face, and everyone is jumping up and down. You guys should stop being hypocrites. Like, be real with yourselves. Like, be real. And all these people coming to social media and acting like they are woke while your brain is still sleeping. Everyone should just be careful, like the kind of things that they say on social media and what they take from what people post on social media. People put out values that they do not uphold in their own lives. People come out and say don't do this, but in their house they are doing even worse than that, just for people to look appealing to people. There is a place for discipline, and there is a line between discipline and abuse. Personally, I don't see that as abuse. Would that have been my first reaction if my child would come back with this kind of grades for the first time? No. Will I be mad? Yes. Is my anger justifiable? Yes. So, in conclusion of this whole matter, what I'm going to say is, one, the woman, or whoever it is that recorded that video, which is obviously a woman, I don't know if she's the one that put it out, is the real villain here. She has psychologically damaged that child. Two, this man's anger is justifiable. The means in which he carried it out might be wrong, but then he has the right to be upset. He has the right to be angry. And then three, if the man is the type that you have to uphold a certain kind of thing, and he doesn't listen to his children, or he doesn't care to know how they feel about certain things, then that is a wrong way to parent your child. You should find out why they did what they did. Sit them down, have a decent conversation with them, ask them how they feel about what it is that is going on and why they think this thing is a certain way for them, or whatever it is. Try to find out what they truly feel and try to help them from there, and let them always know that you're always on their side and you always want the best for them. I think that's the best thing to do. If this is something he hasn't done, I think this is what he should do. And if the beating is just the only approach, he should try another approach. Some children do not respond to that. Some children respond to something else. You should try to find out what his child, who his child is, and how to follow him. Every child is unique, and every child should be parented in a different way. So, and finally, please, all those people that always act as if they are woke on social media and always putting out things that they do not practice or they do not do, please desist from it. Live your life the way it is that you're actually living, and let it be shown on social media. Let us all see, and let us be careful of the kind of things we see. These things on the surface level might look real or look good, but then when you think deeply and you actually look at things realistically, you find out that these things don't make any sense. People just want to make themselves to look appealing. So yeah, I've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, give it the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and let us be friends. Instagram, on Twitter, on Snapchat. It's all in the description box below. Till then, keep living.